Welcome back to the Cisco TV studio and our final, I can't believe it, closing broadcast of Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. We have been so grateful to have all of you with us on the live stream throughout the week, and right now we are just 30 minutes away from our closing keynote with Wendy Mars, president of Cisco EMEA, and the amazing Pierluigi Collina. We're going to make that announcement coming up soon, but again, 30 minutes from now. Nish Parker is here on set with me. Hello, my dear friend.
I am, Steve. I can't believe it's the end. I'm not ready for this.
I'm never ready for this. Every time that we do this, I always say this is such a gift to be able to spend this time together every year. We get to bring this incredible content out to the entire world, to everybody who tunes in here on the broadcast, but we get to share this chance to come together, to look at technology, to talk about people, to elevate the energy and let everybody know what it's like to be in the room at this incredible show. I think it's just remarkable.
Absolutely, and I'm sad we've missed 3 years of it, but I think that's, what do they say? Absence makes the heart grow fonder?
It so does.
And that definitely has with us. I think it's been so great to be back together in person as hosts with the wonderful crew and attendees. I can really feel that energy of catching up on 3 years of missed time.
Yeah. All right, so here's what we're going to do. They have just opened the doors to the keynote, so it's still a little quiet in the room. People are flooding in bit by bit. It's going to take a while to fill it up, but we're going to go out to the keynote space where my buddy Rob Boyd is hanging out, and he's found a friend. Hey, Rob.
Well, the band just started here, Steve. Thank you so much. So I don't know how much I'm going to hear and how much you guys might capture, but I'll just give you the lowdown. It's exciting out here. The band just started playing. It's a good classic. But I've got a customer here with me that I just want to introduce himself, and I just ask you, Hubert, how are you enjoying things? Can you hear me? All right, I'll hear you. How was your week? Tell us how your week has been.
The week was very fine. The whole event was top.
Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything new that you're anxious to take back with you?
Yeah, every time in life you can learn so much, and it's very cool. Yeah.
Well, that's incredible. I want to thank you for coming out. I can't hear anything, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to you guys. All right.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, bravo for even trying. Yeah, nobody has any idea. You get into that keynote space, you cannot hear a darn thing out there, but bravo to both of you for holding it together. Here's what we're going to do at this point. It takes so much to bring you this broadcast, this incredible stream. Really, every single year, the opportunity to work with this Cisco TV team, they are truly the most expert professionals. Everybody who's around us, the 5 people who are here on the floor with us, our camera team, and everyone else, we are always so happy. The producers are incredible, the directors, everybody that we get a chance to work with, all the technical people that make this possible to be able to bring these stories to you. We want to share a little bit of what it looks like back behind the scenes, so you can see a little bit of it for yourself. Let's roll that VT right now.
3 to 4 minutes, show them everything we do.
Okay.
You're on.
Oh, so guys, I wanted to give you a quick behind the scenes tour, and I apologize because it's going to go fast. Basically, these are the broadcasting encoders well back in the closet here behind Cisco TV studios. Just a brief look up here because all of our traffic for these RF hits, video and audio, are coming across these antennas here, which are all replicated and connected via fiber at the other end of World of Solutions, as well as keynote space as well. So this whole side is engineering. These guys are responsible for making sure that the streams are going out successfully and that everybody receives what they're supposed to receive. If something starts going wrong, these guys start panicking. Otherwise, I always look kind of sleepy. All right. As we come over here, we have RF engineering. He's getting fiber feeds as well as IP for connectivity, both of these cameras as well as the audio. Make sure it's, obviously, as we can see, I'm right there coming back again. That's kind of cool. This is comms. He's got his own antenna system, but it's also replicated in the same places because we have to cover a ton of ground. So he's responsible for making sure that I can hear through this little earpiece as well as the other hosts, we can hear the director. I'm going to stop for a brief moment and say hello to our executive producer, Simon. Thank you so much for everything. These guys are doing post-production editing along these tables here. So they are under pressure when we come back with footage that we need to make broadcast ready and on brand at a moment's notice. So keep up with me, Steve. You're walking forward. You got it easier this time. This is all the gear setting that they do. This is the main room. So we have guests, producers, and everybody sitting here overlooking everything. I'll come back to some more detail on that in a moment. And we have the lovely Nish. Here, turn this way. Nish, it looks like she's working on a show, right?
I am indeed, getting ready for the final show of the week. Sad and happy at the same time.
It's mixed blessing, isn't it? But she's got a show flow there where we keep all of our constantly changing notes and updates on questions, issues, themes, changes and stuff. A little relaxation area over here. And we have Cedric in makeup. Two lovely ladies who take care of making sure that our hair, our makeup, our faces, even the back of my head, all looks good. Cedric, you did all right?
All good. Of course, this is your role that comes in here.
I think it's funny. We pre-position the best-looking guy in here who needs this the least. I spend hours in there. With that, I'm going to throw out to Steve on the studio.
Hey, brother, how you doing? Yeah, this is kind of where the magic happens, right back over here on this side. So I am standing in Studio A. Studio B is right back over there on that side. We've got this incredible team with us. So there's Ali Sones over there, our floor manager, and then we've got Simon back over here, and we've got Malcolm back on this side, and we've got Mike back over here. Mark is going to kind of shoot back toward the rest of it, and then in the back we've got Pete, we've got Alfredo running audio, and we're just getting ready for this last show of the show, which is just amazing. So Rob, we'll send it back out to you.
Perfect, Steve. Thank you. You can see the organization that becomes important when everything is moving and flying fast. Guests, executives, engineers, you name it, flying in and out of here. The floor managers making sure that everybody has that taken care of. We have our wonderful sound guy. I always make friends with sound. Alfredo, I appreciate all your help this week. You're awesome. And then, of course, our director. Someone has to call all the shots at the end of the day. She's making sure everything goes out correctly, taking all these inputs that we've talked about, including one other input from video playback. So stuff that's been provided to us or stuff that we're editing here, including graphics like name straps and stuff like that go on the bottom. He's going to take care of that one. We'll step over here. You're doing coloring and making sure that we have the right balance. Lights and everything are matching up from shot to shot. And let me tell you, with the sun that we've had this week coming in through the ceiling at various times of day, this man has not been allowed to relax much. Over here, I forget what we're doing, but we got remote camera as well as some shading, I believe, going on. Yeah, I don't know. You got something you're doing. He's got cool knobs and controls, including even a stream deck. I like that. And then finally, I've been exchanging messages with this guy all day. You've got the pink Pelican. You are taking care of what here?
The lighting.
The lighting, perfect. Very, very important. He's got to work in conjunction with him to make sure that they pull off whatever the balance is. Mother Nature gives us one thing, we have to do another. With that, we got producers, and we'll go back out to the studio.
So we are getting ready for our final show, which is unbelievable. I can't believe we're about to finish this thing up. So in just a moment, you're going to be able to hear back once again from Nish. You're going to be hearing from Cedric. You're going to be hearing from Rob. You're going to be hearing from me. We've had an amazing week. Hello, my friend. Brilliant job over there in the back.
Thank you so much. Couldn't do it without you guys. And of course, this awesome crew. You guys are incredible.
This really is the most incredible team. I always look forward to working with Cisco TV with all of you as well. It's just a brilliant way of bringing the action, the energy, and the life of Cisco Live all together. So thanks for joining us here on the tour. Rob, phenomenal job. Bye, everybody. Rob is so amazing. He actually knows everything that is going on there in the back. It's incredible whenever this happens. I'm just going to give an extra shout out right now to the people who I really think make this all come together. To Simon for bringing us all into the room. Carrie, Amy V, Amy P, Carissa, you guys just put together an incredible show, and you're such a delight to work for and to work with. So thank you all for that. So what's happening all around us here, Nish?
Wow, you're seeing movement. Everybody is heading to the keynote. We've got 10,000 people. This is what 10,000 people going to one place looks like, just so you can see, and they're going to start filling up the keynote. I know we're going to take a look there soon as well, and yeah, I know that people are really excited. The keynote is always so wonderful because, as you can see from the energy in the room, everybody's having those last conversations. It really is a moment in Cisco Live where everybody comes together and you see the scale of what the Cisco Live community looks like.
Absolutely. All right, we are going to go back out to the keynote floor, and we are going to hope that Cedric can hear a word we're saying. Cedric?
Yes, Steve, I can. I don't know if I'm yelling or not, but this is the first time for me here in the keynote space. Everybody is filling up. There's a band behind us. I'm ready here with my glow stick as well to have a good time. But I'm here with Dorit. So Dorit, I'm just going to say hello. How are you?
I'm fine, are you?
Yeah, good. Is this your first Cisco Live?
Yes, first time.
It's same with me. Are you excited?
Really excited, yes.
Great. So what is your highlight of this week? Sorry if I'm yelling, right? But what is your highlight?
Highlights was meeting up with peers, having a great time with colleagues and with the Cisco team.
Great, thank you so much, Dorit. Have a good one. Great, as you can see, it's all about connecting with people, and that's what's just happening here. You can see people are having fun around us, people are just like having talks and so on, so it's great to be here. Steve, I think I'm gonna get a frog into my throat right now of yelling, so I'm gonna go and give it back to you.
Bravo, Cedric. You know, this is Cedric's first time joining us here on the Cisco TV broadcast team. He has done an amazing job. He's just got incredible energy. He's so dedicated to this brand, and he does such beautiful, beautiful work for us, and hopefully you've really enjoyed having Cedric here on the team as well. The rest of us are just, we've been around long enough that people are used to us. But
exactly.
Cedric just like, he blended right on into the fabric of the team, right?
I remember actually being out in that keynote space for the first time, and it is just so much fun, just getting to spontaneously pull in these, attendees to come and chat to us. I think I've had that moment where I've been screaming and shouting, not being able to hear a thing you're saying. But I know that's really does capture the energy, right? And having that live band and having those, 10,000 people in the same room as you. It's the beauty of it.
It is an incredible thing. It is infectious. And this is why we always tell people, come to be a part of the event. Cisco Live happens because of you. So yes, you're tuning in, you're watching us on the broadcast now, and we deeply appreciate that. But see if you can get yourself into the room. We would love to have you make that happen. We would love to say hello to you in person. Now, one of the highlights that we had here this week is that Cedric had an opportunity to sit down with our president of Cisco EMEA, Wendy Mars. They had a great conversation. We're going to show that to you right now. We will see you back here in about 5 minutes. Here we go.
Well, we're still here at Cisco Live EMEA in Amsterdam. It's day 3. It's our last day here. It makes me a little bit sad, but what makes me really, really, really happy is to have Wendy Mars with us in the studio. Wendy is our president of EMEA, and I'm really excited to have my good friend here with us. Wendy, how are you doing?
Oh, fantastic. I'm delighted to be here with you, Cedric, because I know that you've had, a number of interviews, and I'd do anything for you, as we're, ex-university buddies. We went to Lancaster. Not at the same time. I know you're a bit younger than me.
Yep. No. It was a great experience for me as well, Lancaster. I was happy that I was there. So Wendy, we are back right now here in Amsterdam, Cisco Live, in person after 3 years.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Oh, fantastic. I tell you, I feel so energized. I've not had much sleep, but I feel so energized from the week. It's been absolutely incredible, and the feedback from our customers and our partners, Cedric, has been amazing. So I'm really, really pleased we're back together again.
Awesome. And we're so pleased to have you here with us. So thank you for making some time.
Anytime.
I want to throw back to the start of Cisco Live. You had the keynote, right? The opening keynote. I loved the Cisco blue that you were wearing as well. That was great to be on brand. It looked really beautiful. But you mentioned in there that you're a CCIE certified, right? About 25 years ago, you mentioned. Yeah. So for us here at Cisco, it's so important, those certifications. We have a certifications and learnings corner as well. You can do them here on site. How did that accelerate your career being CCIE certified?
Yeah, Cedric, I took the CCIE back in March of 1998, so it is 25 years ago.
Born in 97.
There you go. Thank you. So it was an amazing thing to do. It was really tough, really hard. But I was, as I said on the presentation, I was relieved because it's so hard. But I was so proud that I achieved it because it's something that it means a lot. And I look back, and that has really helped me during my career it gives you confidence, that the subject well. But I think for us in working in the technology sector, understanding the technology and how things operate, but also, being familiar with how a customer uses the technology in their environment as well. Because at that time, when I did that certification, I had been working in the end user at Morgan Stanley, and then I joined a partner of Cisco, a professional services company. So was working a lot with different customers. So it helps to put yourself in the shoes of people who are using the technology.
Because I know you're quite personal as well, and I know that you're very passionate about full spectrum diversity in business, and that you really care about digital education and the skills gaps there, right? We made some wonderful announcements here at Cisco Live that we're going to commit to educating 10 million people in the next 10 years in EMEA. Why is that so important for you, Wendy?
It's so important because if I look at the way in which technology is used in our day-to-day lives, just think about how technology has enhanced the way in which you do things. It's so important that people are able to become comfortable and confident with the technology, and I'm very passionate about no one should be left behind. So people should be able to feel that confidence in the use of technology. It will become more pervasive in day-to-day in societies, in more established countries and societies, and and in emerging markets as well. And for us in Cisco, I'm very proud of our purpose statement of a sustainable and inclusive future for all, and skills
Absolutely.
is a huge part of that agenda.
Absolutely, and you can truly see that here at the conference, right? We have the sustainability zone. We're really nailing down those things, and we're really trying to leave the world as a better place than we found it, right? So if I'm now gonna touch a little bit more into that, what can we do today to help Cisco achieve that goal?
I think what we can do is to make sure that we are staying very close with our customers, our partners, government, also to education systems to help to understand some of the challenges. And we can play a massive role, Cedric, in that around how we innovate, how we develop, how we design, and also the skills agenda is a huge thing. And from the conversations this week, sustainability is a massive area for us globally and specifically in EMEA. Sustainability zone is super cool, and I think for people to spend time there would be fantastic.
Yeah, we dropped by there earlier this week. I'm actually going to go into the Beehive as well a little bit later on, so that's going to be cool. But we are now approaching the end of Cisco Live, unfortunately. It makes me feel really sad because this was my first one and I had a really great time. I'm sure you have a big highlight with the keynote later on today with Pierluigi. I know that you had breakfast with him.
Yeah.
What did you have?
What did I have or what did he have?
Yeah, both of you.
We were both very healthy.
Okay.
Yogurt, fruit, nuts.
Okay.
And we had a great conversation. He is a really nice guy.
Great.
So really looking forward to later. It's going to be fantastic.
Great. I'm looking forward to that. I will be also with you there in the theater. But if we have to summarize Cisco Live 2023 here in Amsterdam, what are some of the key takeaways that you would recommend to our viewers?
So I think the key takeaways are sustainability, the importance of that, skills, the criticality of that, passion, enthusiasm, innovation, and all in together.
Awesome. We are truly all in together here. Thank you so much, Wendy, for joining me here in the studio. If you didn't come to Cisco Live this year, you have to be here next year. We look forward to seeing you then.
And Wendy Mars, she is such a leader. She's so inspirational, and it's because she's about people first, right?
Yes.
It is the passion. It's about up-leveling people's skills. It's about making them feel a part of something incredibly special and really bringing out the best in them. And I just love what Wendy talks about, compelling innovation and the power of IT and that meaningful impact on our communities. I think she is just sensational. All right, so at this point, I think Rob has got somebody else out there in RF out in the keynote space. Rob?
I do. Actually, now we got a little further away from the band, but still quite an exciting environment in here. And the tunes are really good. There's stuff at least I know how to dance to as an old guy. But I found a partner with us who's actually, well, he's a fan of mine, so I'm like, oh, we have to have him on. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, Ali McKean, I'm from the UK, Cisco partner that's working very heavily around programmability, trying to build new innovation practice. Really exciting space to be in, very untapped opportunity for new partners like ourselves. Yeah, great opportunity. Brought 50 customers over, so we've had...
I apologize. Thank you. We're going to go back over to the studio now. Oh, no, we're going to go over to Cedric? Oh, what are you doing, my man?
I'm just having so much fun here. I'm just gonna try. I was dancing with the crew here. As you can see, they're having so much fun as well. It's the place to be. As you can see, he's way better than I am, right? But I am just gonna go to an attendant here. I'm gonna ask you to stand up. What is your name?
My name is Abdullah. I'm from Germany.
Hey Abdullah, how are you? Is this your first Cisco Live, or how many times have you been?
It's not my first Cisco Live, it's for the second time I'm here.
The second time. And what's your favorite thing about Cisco Live? Why do you keep returning?
It's all about the brilliant knowledge what I'm getting from the great people here, and this motivates me to come back every time and get me amazed by all of the technical information thrown at me, and then get back home and implement those use cases to my customers.
Great, it's so loud in here. I hear brilliant knowledge, but other than that, I couldn't catch that much. But thank you so much. Enjoy the keynote. We're gonna go back to the studio right now. Back to you, Stevenish.
This shows you what happened when I take my eye off the ball for even a fraction of a second, right?
We chit-chat away about our
We
exciting
thought
week.
Steve was a professional, but no, Steve is no professional. He drifts away from the camera right when we need him most. Talk to us about when you're out here on the show floor, what do you
Yes.
look for in the keynote space?
what do I look for in the keynote space? The energy is something that really kind of, do you mean in terms of guests? Because I go through all of the aisles. It's actually quite interesting because some people are really excited to speak to us and we love having those people on the broadcast and bringing them to our audience. Some people kind of look at us and they're like, oh, do I want to speak to them? But Rob's way of having this iPad which says, will you join me for an interview? I think that's really working. We showed that at the start of the week for the keynote show. So we love speaking to a diverse group of guests, right? We have people from all over EMEA.
You are also great at finding leadership, right? You'll find the executives up there in the front row or in the second row and be like, oh, come up and talk to us about what the event's been like.
But I think the leaders, they're the ones that are also speaking in a lot of the sessions coming up in the week especially. So I think they're really excited to share what they're passionate about, what their teams are leading and, you know, their experience of the event because they're an attendee just like us. They just have so much excitement and you know, to share with the rest
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so if we were to try to like tick down what the highlights of the week have been, what we have thought was most special, there was just way, way, way too much to cover. But we did put together a short little VT reel for you, just an opportunity for you to get a little peek at what some of our favorite moments of the week was. Just roll that now.
Isn't it great to be back together again? As a team, we're all in. And you know what? We're just getting started.
Really proud to be here.
It's great to be in Amsterdam.
I love it. What an incredible company Cisco is. Amazing.
So my question for all of you is, what has been your favorite moment of Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam? Share it with us, right? Social media team is still here. They're on site. They still want to hear from all of you. Remember, use hashtag Cisco Live EMEA. We want to hear from every single one of you. So keep on reaching out to us all the way up to the very end. Nish, what has been like a super highlight for you of the show? If you had to pick one, what would it be?
One.
Yes, you get one.
I'm going to say my interview with our Chief People Officer, Kelly Jones. I think that was interesting just to hear a different perspective on how the people and culture strategy that all our customers and partners are working on is just as important, right, as the technology. And especially when it comes to hybrid work, they really complement each other. It's not one or the other, it's definitely an and. And I think, you know, what she had to say about inclusivity, you know, how culture is really important to hybrid work as well. Really interesting. I love that conversation with her.
Yeah, it was really delightful to play that because we played that today just about a couple of shows ago. And to listen to your conversation, she is all about the human, and you know me, I'm always human first. Even within a technological organization, it only matters if we are actually playing to people's strengths, uplifting them, giving them those additional skills and making it valuable for them. I think my highlight was an interview as well. I think getting a chance to sit down with Jonathan Davidson. He had, in my view, the quote of the entire show, right? This whole idea that we are looking for this big, cozy blanket of unified experiences, and that's really what we've created here throughout the show. You spent a lot more time out in the world of solutions than I did, so I think that unification story, all the different pieces coming together, how they all play off of one another to create that true one Cisco end-to-end portfolio. Jonathan did a beautiful job of kicking off our keynote right at the beginning of the conference with that idea, and it was really a delightful moment for me.
And you know, whenever I hear unified experiences, I can't help but think of Cisco Live because I feel like that really is what it is. Every time we've spoken to a customer or an attendee, whether they're here in the world of solutions, anywhere they are, which is just about to close and everyone's heading to the keynote now, so not sure if you can hear that. But anytime that we speak to anybody, that's the first thing they say. My favorite thing about Cisco Live and why I keep coming back again and again is to speak and, you know, give my peers a hug or a handshake and catch up on the last year, and in this case, the last 3 years.
Absolutely. All right, my friend, we are going to go right back out to the keynote space. According to my clock, we are 6 minutes away from our closing keynote of the show. Let's go out to Cedric, who is somewhere out there on the keynote floor.
Yes, Steve, I'm still here on the keynote floor. As you can see, it's getting really busy. People are coming in masses, and I found my other victim here on the keynote floor to just ask a few questions. So, hey, how are you? What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Stefan.
Okay, well, glad that you're here with us at Cisco Live. How many times have you been here?
It's my first time.
Your first time? It's the same like me. Are you liking it so far?
It's amazing. It's a great way to get inspiration from all the other providers in this business.
Awesome, great, thank you. Like, you had 3 days here at Cisco Live.
Yeah.
We've seen many cool things. What's the coolest thing that you've seen?
I've seen all sorts of ways to automate your business, to do things easier, better, and still have it more complex and secure. And it's very awesome. I've learned a lot about NetBrain, and I think it's very cool software. Yeah.
Cool, great. That sounds literally like Cisco to me, Steve. That is Cisco, what we represent and so on. I'm still yelling a little bit because, you know, it's just still loud out here. People are coming in, people are having fun. The band is playing, I love it. I'm going to turn it back to you there.
Thank you, Cedric. I appreciate it. Keep on finding those fabulous people. We appreciate all the work that you're putting in. Like you said, it gets a little hard. You can't hear anything. Yeah. People are crazy. They just want to get directly to the keynote. So, Nish, I want to briefly touch on the hybrid story that's come out of this show, right? So every time we talk hybrid, everybody starts to think, oh, it just means that I can sit at home in my office and I can work. Hybrid is so much more than that. So yeah, we take a tone that is work from home, work from office, work from anywhere. But what we also need to play into is the security aspects of hybrid, the ability to bring teams together from all over the world, wherever they happen to be. We always want to talk about the security of making sure that no matter where you go, you have access to any application, to anyone on your team, whatever you want to do. And then, of course, it's all about the sustainability aspects of hybrid as well. We can all go out and just spend huge amounts of money and waste tons and tons of energy, but it's just an incredible opportunity for us to really go to what the future of work looks like, right?
And I really enjoyed actually the conversation we've had this week on sustainability, because we've covered it extensively. It was covered in the keynote through all of the different sessions that we had. I loved learning about the UCS X series. That was a new learning for me, right? And how it's all modular. So it's like Lego, it's customizable. You can choose what is perfect for your business and what works for you. And then when you need to swap out a component, you just swap that one out. So there's less e-waste, it's more efficient, it's exactly what customers need, which is great, just, you know, to have the right technology in the right use cases, but also, you know, doing good for the planet at the same time.
And this is what All In is all about. It's a sense of commitment, right? Anybody can build technology capabilities. Being all in means that you think about it from every single perspective. You do what the people need, you do what the world needs, you listen to your customers, you listen to your partners, and it's just impressive. All right, so we're going to head back out to the keynote space. Things are getting crazy out there. Rob Boyd, how you doing?
I see you in there, Steve, and Nish. Oh, what do you say? Hey, we're having fun out here quite a bit. So, the Cisco employee, I just love what she's doing with her programs. I just wanted to give her a chance to tell us a little bit about, well, who you are and what you've been doing this week. What's good to remember here?
Yes, my name's Aurelia Takis. I lead diversity, equity, inclusion for Global CX Centers. And no, it's just great to see such great diversity and focus on an inclusive future, empowering an inclusive future for all, and seeing a lot more women too, so that's very exciting. And yeah, it's been an exciting week here, connecting with so many people and seeing all the amazing work that Cisco and our customers and partners are doing. So very exciting.
That is awesome. How long have you been? You've been at Cisco, what, 13, 14 years?
13 years, yeah.
How many Cisco Lives?
This is my first, so I'm super excited.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks a lot.
Guys, I'm going to go back to dancing and sweating here in a minute. I'll let you sit back down and join your friends who won't talk to me. This is so much fun, guys, out here. Are you getting a feel for it, Steve? You feel it?
Absolutely. The energy comes all the way through. You guys are doing an amazing job. Rob, Cedric, so much fun to play with all of you here this week. We are really grateful for the opportunity to gather together and tell these stories. And Nish, it's always such a delight to be here in the studio with you. Thank you, my friend, for a fantastic week. You've had fun?
I've had so much fun. You know, I've been counting down the days for 3 years. I can't remember what number Simon said at the start, our executive producer, but I think it's 1,000 and something since the last time we were here. here. We've switched from Barcelona to Amsterdam. It's great to be in a new city. I've learned that it's not as warm in Amsterdam as it was in Barcelona. So I've been loving that. Rob and I have been talking about crossing the wrong side of the road. We get the experience of the city it's in, and that's what really situates us, at Cisco Live. It's as much about exploring the city with our friends and being here in person in the evenings as it is, enjoying it and during the day as well.
Love it, love it. Always a pleasure, my friend. Well, guess what? If you missed anything during the broadcast, you can catch up on all of it at CiscoLive.com. Check out the on-demand library. We are so close in to the keynote. Thanks to everybody who has been a part of it, of our partner sessions. You are what makes Cisco Live amazing. We are headed into that keynote. It's about 30 seconds or so from now. Wendy Mars, the amazing Pierluigi Collina for 6 consecutive years, from 1998 to 2003. The International Federation of Football History and Statistics named Pierluigi the world's best referee. And now we've got him right here in the keynote space, here at the world's greatest conference. So in just a moment, we're going to head out to Wendy Mars and to Pierluigi. Again, I want to give our thanks to not only my co-hosts, to Nish, to Rob, to Cedric, to everybody here on the Cisco TV team, to our producers, our directors, all of our amazing camera people, comms people, audio folks. It's been a pleasure to be with you all. We're going to head to the keynote right now. Enjoy.